Hey Avenue Church, my name is Steve LaMotte. I have had the privilege of serving as the lead pastor here at Avenue since July of 2019. A fun fact for you is that this is actually my second time at Avenue. I was the first hired youth pastor back in 2001. I served here from 2001 till 2010 in a variety of capacities, from youth pastor to young adult pastor, or next generation pastor as we called it then. Led worship, associate, all those sorts of things for nearly 10 years, and excited to be back after nearly 10 years away. I'm married, and to my wife Andrea. We'll be celebrating our 20th anniversary this year, and we have 4 kids together. Abby, who's 13, Chloe, who is 9, Malachi, who's 7, and Caleb, who is 4. And so we are just excited to be back here at Avenue and looking forward to sharing some things about myself with you in this video. That's a really tough question, because growing up, like, Saturday morning cartoons was where it was at. I think a couple of my favorites had to be things like Thundercats, G.I. Joe, Transformers, and Voltron. Probably growing up, my favorite was Thundercats or G.I. Joe. But as an adult, they've just come out with Voltron over the last few years on Netflix, and I love that. I have an eclectic taste in music. I think a lot of people do, and you may be surprised, or maybe not, that my favorite genre of music is heavy music, aggressive music, loud music, whatever you want to call it, heavy metal, things like that. So like a lot of stuff in between, but that's where it's at. So like back in the day, I remember going to see a band called Petra, which certainly wasn't heavy metal, but a Christian band, and I would headbang out. I was like 12, and my neck got so sore I could barely hold my head up. So my favorite band right now, and has been for the last 15 years, is a band called Demon Hunter. They are a metal band out of Seattle, and they are kind of a Christian band, a Christian metal band, but they write on the heavy side of things, and they are kind of my favorite. So you'll see me listening, or hear me listening to them quite a bit. What is Christmas movie? Well, this is kind of funny, because as I record this, it is coming up on the Christmas season, and I used to be a staunch no Christmas anything before Thanksgiving. That's kind of changed with kids. So my favorite Christmas movie would definitely have to be Elf. And that is our go-to as a family. That is something we come back to time and time again, and sometimes that we watch even when it's not Christmas. That to me is a no-brainer, slam dunk, no doubt about it sort of question, and it's got to be pizza. Tacos, I'll eat them, they're great. But if you're gonna give me a choice, I'm gonna take pizza on every day that ends with Y. Maybe it's the old youth pastor in me and having all the access to pizza, but I just love pizza. And probably growing up, we didn't have tacos very often, but pizza's where it's at for me. My favorite place for vacation is probably anywhere my family is. I've never taken a vacation on my own. Andrea and I haven't done tons of travel on our own without kids, and so really the best place that we go is to Massanutten, Virginia. We have a timeshare there where we were fortunate enough to purchase years ago, and we love going there, and we love taking our kids there. And it is the week of the year that we look forward to the most. So we're gonna say Massanutten, Virginia, although a place with sand and warm beaches would not be far behind. Favorite scripture for me would have to be Galatians 2:20. It says, "For I've been crucified with Christ. I no longer live, but Christ lives in me." And that became my favorite scripture years ago, probably back in college, as really spoke to me about my desire to have Christ live through my life, and that I would live a life that I would step aside or humble myself in such a way so that Christ became evident. So that's my favorite scripture. There's a lot of other ones since then as well too, but that has been the go-to for years and years and years. Favorite thing? favorite thing about Avenue Church. There are a lot of things about Avenue Church that I could list off as my favorite. Avenue gave me a place to grow and spread my wings back between 2001 and 2010. Andrea and I really grew up here. We were just kids when we got here. We were 22 all those years ago. And so there's a lot of things there that I can think of that would be the favorite that carry over till today. And so today, I think the favorite thing for me is the knowledge, is just the people, is the way the people have cared for us over the years in our first go around, the way we've been able to reconnect this time for the heart for the community, for the heart for God. And so that really makes coming back to Avenue and being at Avenue really, really special. So I'm excited about what lies ahead. I know we're in a weird time with COVID and everything else like that. And as you get to know me a little bit on the video here, I look forward to get to knowing you more and the ways in which we get to share the good news to Milford and beyond. Hope to see you on a Sunday, online or in person. Thanks so much.